fuck do you want me to do, bro? I'm getting fucking hunted.
I want heals. I want heals from my heals. That's what I would
You're
like.
fucking trolling. You're trolling. I'm literally getting fucking ran down by a
It just
Psylocke.
lasted 13 seconds
cookie?
with nothing.
You want a cookie?
Nothing.
You want a cookie? I am getting hunted on by a Psylocke. I have 250 HP. I'm sorry I don't have 8,000 fucking HP and can afford to make mistakes.
Get off. Stop. Take a break. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself up here. So YouTube, this is in the background. This is going to be my rank up to GM. If you're wondering how I hit GM as a mediocre player, stick by the end of this video and I'm going to give you a couple tips on how I think you can hit it too. A little bit about me before the match starts. In the background, this is my win rate. This is how many hours I have played.
Maybe you should get a job.
And yeah, those are horrible. It's way too many hours. It's way too many games played. And objectively, that's not good. My name's CTJ. I've been a big FPS fan for many years, but never a hero shooter. I'm a little obsessed. The way the game is right now, it's very easy to climb. To be honest, I think they have to fix the RS system. And in this game, you don't need to be like as mechanically inclined unless you're going for like top 500. But if you have moderate aim, most of the game just comes down to like mental, honestly, and just understanding how the game's supposed to work, how you're supposed to win, and how not to win. Personally, to hit GM, this is my first big tip. My first big tip is don't sabotage yourself. If you lose more than 2 games, get off. Stop. Take a break. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself up here. I doom queued so bad. That's part of the reason why I have so many games played, is because I just doom queued. I constantly doom queued. I would lose 5 in a row and I would say 1 more just to try to get that win, just to make up for the 5 losses, and I'd lose another one. And by then my mental's so shot. You go back and you watch some of those games and you don't even realize the mistakes you're making because you're already so upset at what happened and what's happening. And yes, we do get bad players. Yes, we do get triple DPS insta-locks who don't want to swap. Yes, we do get the Widow who doesn't want to stop playing Widow. I understand. I understand your frustration. Trust me. Been there. I have, as you saw, 700 games played. If you look at my stats, individually on my 2 most played characters, Doctor Strange and Thor, my goats, I have objectively good KDAs with them. I was pretty insecure about my characters because of their win rate, but my KDAs are pretty good. Kills don't really matter in this game. That's my second tip. Kills don't matter. Deaths matter. Deaths are way more important than kills. You do not need to fully kill somebody to have that pop up on your record as a kill. So in my book and many other high-ranking players' books, kills are not the end-all be-all.
Where the fuck are the healers at, bro?
You know, if you had 30 kills by the end of the game, but you had 12 deaths, I mean, that's objectively isn't amazing, because that doesn't mean you had 30 final hits. Like, the final hits matter a lot, especially if you're DPS. Final hits matter a lot. Stop saying, hey, I have 30 kills and 10 deaths. What are my healers doing? What are my tanks doing? Stop. Just stop doing that. The objective you should go into with each game is, how can I minimize how much I die? If a fight's lost, leave. Don't sit there and try to get 1 pick before you die. That's just, you're feeding alt charge. That's tip number 3. Understand how much alt charge you're giving and receiving. So as a DPS, you gain alt charge by doing damage. As a support, you gain alt charge by healing damage. As a tank, you gain alt charge by giving damage. Now, if you're a DPS player, 2 or 3 of your teammates die, and you're a Moon Knight, right? You chuck your Ankh at the ground, and you're just looking at that Ankh, and you're trying to just soak up any damage you can get before they come and inevitably touch you. Yes, I said that. You guys have to learn when to play for your life. Break LOS. If you don't know what LOS is, it means line of sight. Those are some of my initial tips. Like I said, I think if many people just avoided these like little mistakes, they would have such a better time in ranked. Because I'm seeing a lot of people complain in ranked about, you know, having bad players or bad teammates, and I understand your frustrations, but like, trust me, I understand your frustrations. But if you just give it time, don't rush, don't try to take matters into your own hands all the time, don't be the hero. You will rank up. You will, inevitably. Just give it time. I promise. You will. Play until you lose. have that mentality for a week. Play until you lose. And if you lose one, your first game on, give it one more chance. If you lose two, just hop off. Just don't play. Play another game because it's just not good. It's not good for the mental. It's not good for how you're gonna play. It's not good for how you act in game. It's another tip of mine. Just watch how you act in game. I found myself, once I learned to just kind of relax and not get so heated up and worked up at DPS players, so that the next game, when my DPS makes a mistake, I'm not just blowing up on him. You know, he's not missing a Moon Knight all, and I'm going like, dude, what are you doing? You know, because I have so much pent up frustration because I've seen the past 5 Moon Knights in my game also throw bad ults. That one player just threw one bad ult. He's gonna get 5 more in the game. Why stress him out? Why make him anxious? Why piss him off? You run the risk of him just playing worse because now he's emotional. 2, bringing out the throwers. We all know the throwers. We've experienced them. I know I ain't the only one. It's a big thing and hurdle I had to overcome because I'm very competitive. One thing about me, I'm so competitive. If you guys ever tune into my stream, which you should, you guys would see I hate losing. I'll get so frustrated just because I care so much and I want to be great. I want to be good, and I'm not. I'm not a Sinatra. I'm not a Boger. I'm not a Spark. There's Necros. I'm not them. I'm not gifted like that. One thing about any game I've ever played that I get really competitive in, I have to work hard for it. I just do. I'm not a gifted player. I was born with just some innate talent mechanically. So it's just every game I have to spend 2 to 3 times the amount of time as someone who's just gifted does, just to be considered good, I would say, personally. I know there's many of you out there who are just, you know, we're not the worst players in the world, but we just didn't get that gene, you know, that mechanics gene. You know, you ever watch those players, you watch the Sinatras, you watch the Necros, and you watch the stuff they do with these characters, and you're like, dude, like, how's that possible? Like, that doesn't look real. I get those moments, and I'm Grandmaster now. And this video is for you. Like, if you're gifted, like, if you're genuinely gifted, you're gonna get there. Like, you're gonna get the Grandmaster. You're gonna get the high diamond, and you can do it probably off of mechanics alone because you're just gifted. But this is for the people like me who aren't as much, but we really care, and maybe we're pretty sound mechanically, because you still have to be sound mechanically. Like, to be honest, I'm not gonna sit here and say that you can have really bad aim all the time on every character and hit GM unless you're Cloak and Dagger main. Sorry, Cloak mains, you don't need aim. So another big tip of mine, this is a big frustration for me for a while because I wanted so badly to have the perfect team comp every game. I would get frustrated if a Widow was picked, if a Spider-Man was picked. It was just unnecessary. It was pretty silly of me, the way I acted at times. Like, mentally, I would just kind of check out if I saw a Widow get picked or a Spider-Man get picked and just assume they're gonna do bad or beg them to swap. And sometimes they would, begrudgingly, or sometimes they wouldn't, and out of spite. But now they're being spiteful and then they play bad. So my key word advice for this: let people play what they're comfortable with. I understand it's frustrating. I understand sometimes you don't enjoy the amplifier. Sometimes I don't enjoy the amplifier. But if they're comfortable, you're better off letting that person be comfortable. They're gonna play better. They're gonna think clearer in the match. And if they care enough about winning and it's just not working, they'll make the swap. Or you can suggest it after you've given it a chance. But just off rip begging people to play meta characters because they're meta will like cost the mental of teammates. You gotta cater to the other players in your team. It's a 6v6 hero shooter. If you haven't seen my shorts, I've been posting shorts on my gameplay theories. Highly recommend you check those out. I think this game is like super fun. I didn't really like Overwatch, but I love this game. Thank you so much if you've made it this far in the video. This was my rank up to GM. I saved this so that I could talk over it and just kind of give some advice. Really, from the bottom of my heart, if you didn't make it to this video, end of this video somehow, you haven't clicked off, it means the world. Like the video, subscribe. Goodbye for now. Peace.